What's up, trainers? I'm Sean. Welcome to the channel, your new go-to spot for everything Pokemon. I'm really excited to showcase this deck for you all today. It's something I've been personally working on for a couple months. I'm really proud of it, and that's Arbok EX. In this video, I'm going to break down the deck list, the rationale behind why I chose the cards that I did for this list, and some gameplay so you can see the success of it on the ladder. Please put a comment down below on what changes you would make to the list so that way we can bring Arbok out to its full potential. Let's get it in. So the card of the hour, we have Arbok EX, okay, with 2 attacks. We're really trying to exploit this second attack, Menacing Fangs, okay? For 3 Dark Energy, I know that's steep, you're doing 150 damage, but you're also discarding 2 cards from your opponent's hand. Your opponent gets to choose what cards to discard, but it's still 2 cards they have to toss. And from what I'm observing, the way the meta is currently shifted right now, the exact 60 cards are so important. Everyone has a rationale or reasoning as to why they chose the exact 60 that they did. And for a lot of decks, they need those 60, that exact 60 in order to function properly. You discard 2 exact copies of a single card in a deck, and you'd be surprised how slow your opponent starts playing and how a deck just stops functioning. That first attack is nothing to sleep on either. Bind down for 2 Dark Energy, you're doing 70 damage, and your opponent's defending Pokemon cannot retreat. Okay, so there's a lot of instances where you boss up a Fezandipiti, you trap it in the active, your opponent can't retreat it, you knock it out next turn, and your opponent discards 2 cards from their hand, and unless they bring Fezandipiti back the following turn, your opponent's not going to be able to draw three cards off of that, so that really helps out a lot. It evolves from Ekans. It has the attack acid spray for 30, knocks out a Badoo, but it's somewhat difficult to get the 2 energies off on the first turn in order to do that. Not impossible, but it's very rare that we're in a situation where we're having Ekans attack for us. I do run 1 copy of Mew that comes in handy a lot, and 2 copies of Team Rocket's Chingling. In this deck, we're really exposing that discarding a card from your opponent's hand ability. So being able to do that for free with this basic Pokemon really does help out a lot. We're running 1 copy of Fezandipiti, 2 copies of Morpeko. This card comes in handy so much. This is our single prize attacker. And then for no energy, if you have no energy on it, you retreat for free. So that's always good. And the Energizer Wheel attack for 2 Dark Energy, you're doing 70 damage, but you're also moving those 2 energy back onto a Dark Pokemon, Arbok EX, so that way we can solve that need for 3 Dark Energies. 1 copy of Pecharunt EX. Really good subjugating chains ability, really good late game attacker. Obviously, for 2 Dark Energy, you're doing 60 damage for each prize card that you take. But more importantly, once per turn, I can take a dark Pokemon and move it to the active. As a result, that Pokemon is poisoned, but I can take a dark Pokemon and put it in the active. What I found is that if I use the Pecharunt on the Morpeko, I can retreat into essentially whatever Pokemon I want to pivot into that's going to suit me best that turn. Next, we have 1 copy of Tatsugiri. I need these supporters in my hand every turn in order for the deck to function the best. So having 1 copy of Tatsugiri is really helpful for this list. And thus all my mons for the deck. Now moving on to the items. For Buddy-Buddy Poffins, getting those Ekans out turn 1 is crucial, as well as those Team Rocket's Chingling or Tatsugiri, whatever, in the Morpekos. whatever I need for what that specific situation is really important. One counter catcher in this deck, you are going to be behind a lot on prize cards, so having one counter catcher available to you really does help. 4 Pokégears, I think I skipped one. Sorry, 2 Earthen Vessels. I do run 10 Dark Energies in this deck. It is rare that I'm in a situation that I just don't have an energy in hand, but they do occur. So having this insurance policy running 2 Earthen Vessels, so that way I always have energy available to attach for turn when I need it, is really helpful in this deck. 1 copy of Hand Trimmer. You do lower your opponent's hand down enough with the Arbok EX. However, decks that have really great draw, for example, the Godingo EX, a really well-timed hand trimmer can really help your situation out a whole lot. So I do put 1 copy of hand trimmer in. 2 Nest Balls, so I can get the Fezandipiti and the Pecharunt and the Mew when I need it. 2 Night Stretchers, 4 Pokégears. Again, I really need supporters in hand every turn, so getting those supporters in the hand early on really help. 1 copy of Super Rod, 3 Ultra Ball, 1 Unfair Stamp. This is the creme de la creme for the deck here. When your Pokemon is knocked out, you can play the A-Spec Unfair Stamp. You shuffle, and your opponent shuffle the deck. You draw 5, they draw 2. The exact number that Arbok EX will discard when you attack. So in the ideal situation, you Unfair Stamp, you Arbok EX, attack, you put 150 damage on the board, and you discard the 2 cards in hand that they drew off the Unfair Stamp, putting your opponent in a situation where they need to top deck to get out of it. 1 Stadium, 1 copy of Cycling Road. Because we do run 10 energy, there are situations where you do have a lot of energy in hand in some situations. So Cycling Road gets those excess energies out when you don't need them, so you can draw into the things that you need. We're running 4 copies of Arven. We're running 1 Boss's Orders. Running 2 Ionos. 4 Janine Secret Arts, creme de la creme of the deck. Exploiting the fact that we're running a lot of dark Pokemon and we're getting that energy acceleration out early. In an ideal scenario, we're going to use Janine's Secret Art on the first turn. 1 copy of Experience Share, again ensuring that we get that Arbok, the energy that we need, or the Pecharunt. I have seen in a lot of later games that I put the Experience Share on the Pecharunt to put a late game attacker threat on the board. Rigid Band, this is just something that I use. There's a lot of Pokemon that hit for 280, so putting a Rigid Band on an Arbok EX so it doesn't get one-shotted helps in a lot of situations when the math isn't necessarily in your favor. And again, the 10 Dark Energies. So this is the deck. Enough of me yapping. Let's get into some gameplay. Okay, one thing about this deck, we really want to go second. Getting turn 1 Badoo item lock is a pain. Tails. Okay, so we win a coin toss. See what our opponent has cooked up here. Alright, we'll start with Chingling in the active. And I'll put a Fezandipiti down just in case he runs some type of poison package. Mulligan, no, this looks like straight up Dragon Ball. Okay, so they're gonna buddy for probably another Dreeping. Oh, so this is Dragon Ball Charizard. I like Dragon Ball Charizard. This is nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Tatsugiri. Hopefully we can get a Janine secret art off of this Pokégear. We do. That's a big deal for us. And we're gonna use the commotion to discard a random. We discard an Iono. That's pretty good. Had another one in the wings. So we need an Arbok and we need an energy. Here. Didn't get any. Oh, we did get Janine's secret. Alright, so that works out. I'm sure he's gonna put a Badoo down and item lock us, which is why we lean heavy on those. Janine's secret art. Oh, dust clouds. Okay. I was expecting to get Badoo. That's okay. Okay. Alright, so technically we can start going to work right now. I'm gonna get rid of buddies to put down this Mew. Get this Arven. We're gonna restart. Hopefully we get an Arbok. We don't, but that's fine. Because now we can start being a menace. Menacing Fangs. Got to get rid of 2 cards. Arven and Buddy-Buddy. So we probably already have an Arven in here. Knowing that I could get hit with a burning darkness does not make me feel good. Oh, counter catcher. The Fezandipiti, okay. That's fine. Not ideal, but we'll take it. Arven. This for the rare candy here. Possibly. Yes. Okay. I'm not mad about this. Okay. That's actually pretty fine. That puts us in a pretty decent spot. Okay. So hopefully we can get something good out of this. Okay. Experience share, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna use our Arven. We're gonna get the Unfair Stamp, and we're gonna get the Rigid Band. Rigid Band on the Arbok here, and then we're gonna Unfair Stamp. Hopefully we get an Arbok. We don't. But it's okay, because we're gonna use Menacing Fangs. And hopefully we got rid of something important. And we got rid of a Psychic Energy and an Ultra Ball. Okay. If we had another Arbok, we could Pecharunt into a fresher Arbok. But sometimes it doesn't work out like that. I'm gonna use Cycling Road to see if I get an Ultra Ball here.
Perfect.
Oh, you can't make this up. Sometimes you get lucky. Alright, so we're gonna Ultra Ball, Nest Ball, and the Chingling away for the Arbok. And then, let's see what we have as far as Pokemon now. Fezandipiti. I'm not going to be so quick to use the Super Rod yet. But I am going to use Janine's Secret Art. Okay. I total fib. I'm definitely going to use the Super Rod now, so that way I can get another energy in there. I'm going to use Mew. Get the other two. That's good. We're going to use Menacing Fangs. Get rid of whatever that card is. That's another Ultra Ball. Okay. I like where we're at. And our opponent conceded. If you can keep them on the back foot, like we did here, you do get situations like that. Okay, we're gonna start this next game with a heads. My opponent's gonna choose who goes first. This is not a terrible starting hand at all. Okay. This is definitely not a terrible starting hand. I'm okay with this. I would be even more okay with this if we ended up with a
perfect.
Exactly. Janine's Secret Art on the first go round. So this is great. This is really great. So if we go second, we would prefer that we lean into the Team Rocket's Chingling, but if we go first, then hopefully Tatsugiri can give us an additional supporter, one preferably that we need in order to get started. So getting those energies out really do help. Oh, Iono. Okay. Feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. We can get a Janine's Secret art again off of this Tatsugiri or off of one of the Pokégears, we're in an insane start. Because we do just enough damage to knock out that Hops on the backs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. Get an Arven. That's good. We really do need this Janine's secret art though. And we get it. Ooh. Another Iono. Okay, so it appears that our opponent is having a really bad hand. And unfortunately, that's one of the things where, you know, when you're playing this, you gotta take into account sometimes your opponent just draws just bricks. And it ends up, them bricking ends up working in your favor. We're gonna Ultra Ball here, we're gonna get XP share. And right now we want to put down another Arbok. Let them get rid of one. That might not have been ideal for them. Okay, nothing off the Tatsugiri. That's fine. I'm gonna get one off the restart. Another energy, of course. Then we're gonna take the knockout here and then take two cards away from their hand. So again, I feel so bad that my opponent has a really rough start here. And you know they needed that stadium card, so. Okay, and they have Hops, Snorlax, and the active. He has to get a Nest Ball or something to put down another Pokemon. Oh, Secret Box. Okay. That works. Okay. Night Stretcher. For the Latias. That's very risky. I only run one copy of Boss, but he doesn't know that. If I ran multiple copies, which I might consider now, I could just Boss at Latias and run it again, which I don't think he wants to do. Okay, I'm gonna use Cycling Road here. I do not want that Buddy-Buddy Poffin, like, at all. I will use the Night Stretcher though. I'm gonna use the Buddy-Buddy, fail it. Oh wait, do I have another? Yeah, good. Do I want to fail it though? Yeah, I'll fail it. I do want to I want a super ride. I know this is getting kind of greedy, but I need to get some off of this MEW that's decent. Arven, exactly. That's exactly what I would have liked to have. So we're gonna go ahead and get this and the Rigid Band. We're gonna Nest Ball. We're gonna put a Pecharunt down, and then we're gonna use Rigid Band. We're gonna use Menacing Fangs. So my opponent not drawing a good hand here is clearly is working in my favor. But where Arbok really excels is if they get a really unfortunate start, you just keep pushing on the gas with discarding the cards that they do have in hopes that they can't recover. Okay, it looks like they're starting to cook now. With the hops bag. Oh yeah, they're starting to cook now. I don't anticipate he has anything that's actually gonna knock me out though. But he can put damage down. It's a strike. Okay, I'm not Arbok. I respect that. Then we're just gonna use Menacing Fangs here. Take out those two cards that he has in his hand. Yeah. I need him to not top deck a Professor's Researcher or an Iono. Okay. That's fine. And then the Insta Strike. Yeah, and then another concede. Okay. Let's see who we got. Ooh, I don't want to mispronounce your name, so I'm not gonna try because I know I'm gonna butcher it. But good luck. They just want me to keep going first today. Oh Lord. This start is not ideal. attach energy there. And then we're gonna Nest Ball for MEW. And then we're gonna Buddy-Buddy for another package. And let's get the Morpeko out. And then let's Pokégear just on the off chance that he has a Badoo waiting in the wings and we don't get it. Ouch. Okay. And then we're going to do this so that way we can restart for 2. And we do get a Janine secret art. Unfortunately, we did not get an Arbok. Hold on. Let's see what that is. Is this Raging Bolt? Yeah, this is Raging Bolt. Oh, Raging Bolt. This is not a favorable matchup for me, especially going first. Because as long as he gets to retreat for turn here, then my Ekans is as good as knocked out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is not ideal whatsoever. So Ekans is gonna get knocked out, which is not gonna put us in a great spot. However, it's not the end of the world. We're not completely hopeless, but it's just not ideal. Okay. So we're gonna lean with the Morpeko. We will promote Chingling to the bench. We will Night Stretcher our Ekans back into play. We will attach return to Morpeko. We will use Janine's secret art on the Morpeko and the Ekans. We will attach both there. We will mute for 3, fresh 3. I'm not worried about getting Badoo per se. So we're gonna just use Energizer Wheel, knocking out the Fan Rotom, and then accelerating that energy onto the Ekans. Take our prize card. And we are poisoned as a result. I have to read this baby Raging Bolt soon. Okay, so 30 damage each. So if he crispens here, he can, it's just attached to him, right? Ooh, but if he has an energy switch, I may be in trouble. There's a crispin and an energy switch. That could go bad for me. Yeah, if he crispins energy switches me, or Professor Sada energy switches me, I may be in some big trouble. Because he'll knock out the Ekans and everything I did to get that thing where it needs to be just goes out the window. Okay, big Raging Bull. Okay, I'm fine with that. Man, it would be nice to get not that. Alright, let's see what we got with Pokégear. We got Arven. So I need a lot of things here. I need a lot of things here, and I'm scared to ask for them, but I do need a lot of things. I needed those two things specifically. So let's Arven here. Let's get the Unfair Stamp and the Rigid Band. So we just have to hope and pray that when we Unfair Stamp here, that we get a Arbok, because that's what we need. We're gonna get rid of that right there. But we have to hope that we get an Arbok, or a way of getting an Arbok via Ultra Ball. Okay, and then we're gonna Unfair Stamp. Please. We need an Arbok. Okay, we have Ultra Ball. That's fine. That's fine. That works. We take those. And then we will. No, I'm not getting rid of that. This Ultra Ball, get this Arbok. I'm gonna put down. And then we will knock out our opponent and take 2 cards. We took out a hoop. So that feels good. Only thing that's unfortunate is that he has the Fezandipiti. Oh, the Latias, true. And the Professor Sada, so yeah, he's right back in business. Yeah, he's right back in business, like he never left. Burns me too. That's unfortunate. And I'm still burnt. So that's never good. Alright, let's attach here. How much do we have? Alright, so we're gonna use Cycling Road to get the boss. I'm not mad at that. We kinda needed that boss. We kind of needed that boss, so we're going to put the Latias back in play. We're going to MEW for an additional 2. Oh yes, we get the Arbok, we can evolve that, and then we're just going to use Menacing Fangs for knockout. We're going to take 2 prize cards and knock 2 cards out of his hand. So, in an ideal world, we would trap a Fezandipiti or trap a Teal Mask Ogre Pawn with Bind Down, and then follow that up with Menacing Fangs. And I'm still burned. Okay, so flip the script. Okay, counter catcher. What did I bring up? Okay, the fresh Arbok. That's fine. Okay, retreat into what? The Raging Bolt. I really wish he would have left that the teal mask in the active. That would have helped me out so much. It's moments like this where I'm considering another boss's orders. Or maybe like a Pokemon catcher or something. You know what we could do? We're going to get rid of this Tatsugiri. And we're going to take one of these, attach it to the Pecharunt. We're going to Iono. We're going to Mew here. And then we're going to use Commotion. Hopefully I just didn't give him a boss's orders. Oh no, I feel pretty good about it. I have a way of getting the energy in play. He Mews here. Oh my lord. If he restarts and he gets into a boss's words or something, it's a wrap for me. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, we just won. We just win here. Start the Mew. We don't even need a counter catcher. Just Janine Secret Art, retrieve the Mew, and hit the Pecharunt. And that's GG's. This deck truly is menacing. Like that attack, menacing fangs. It was coined correctly. Okay. And obviously I'm gonna choose to go second here. Mr. 8085. Man, good luck to you. Okay, we lead. Start with a Mew just in case they had the poison package. This is a really good start for me. Ooh, Ethan's Typhlosion. Okay. Okay, 2. I'm happy with that. You're happy with that. Okay, grab another Cyndaquil. In town, so I really do like Ethan's Typhlosion. Okay. You know what? I really wish he wouldn't have done that, because now I'm incentivized to do this in response to what he did to me. I know that he wants that evolution bad, because he just did all of that for it, but now I'm going to make him top deck for me. Town store for the Rigid Band. We're gonna put this on Morpeko. And then hopefully we get a Janine secret art. That's what we want, yeah. Oh, yeah. Put it on the Ekans. And if we get another one, that's even perfect. But right now, we need to get this evolution off the board here. You know, I'm fine with this. I'm gonna go Ultra Ball experience share. If he doesn't have anything, yeah, because I don't want to give him any extra draw. It's not gonna help me out. If he couldn't find anything the first time, the likelihood of him going back and being able to find something is extremely low. And then he didn't use whatever this card is. So as much as I'm tempted to get that card off of him, I really need to accelerate energy onto this Arbok right now. And let Arbok do the heavy lifting next turn. Okay, and we get another. See, this is what the deck does. This is what we want. And that's Arbok EX. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, comment down below what changes you would make to the deck, and I'll catch you at the next one. I'm out.